Years, I've been building Star Wars in Minecraft, dedicating hundreds of hours to faithful recreations of the galaxy's planets and megaships. But my beloved Venator is looking a bit small, so it's time to design its successor, the Imperial Star Destroyer. I'm going to be recreating a super accurate exterior alongside a full interior, all in our favorite block game. And immediately we have a problem, because an ISD is around 450 meters tall, taking it over the default height limit of 384. So for the first time, I'll be using a world height extender data pack, because this doesn't look as intimidating. If you want to build your own massive ship, the best place to start is a wireframe. I printed off orthographic views and took hundreds of measurements to ensure accuracy. For each measurement, I used this simple ratio calculation. From just one known length, you can work out all the others. The ISD had two versions, and I'm more of a straight balls kind of guy, so I opted for the 2 class. Yeah, I actually just didn't want to build these at an angle. That looks scary. The function of these balls has been debated over the past few decades. They kinda resemble radar domes, but modern law seems to establish them as deflector shield projectors, perhaps with some sensor capabilities within. That's awesome. And this is what we're looking at so far. The general consensus for Minecraft scale is 1 block to 1 meter, and that's what I mean when I say this project will be 1-to-1 scale. With the transition from Imperial 1 class to Imperial 2 class, the X-shaped targeting array was replaced with a communications tower. This component was a genuine puzzle to put together, since I was following a 3-dimensional reference to be as accurate as possible. You can almost always find a good model on this website called Sketchfab, and this design, modified from Fractal Sponge's work by Keaston Slater, became the basis of my interpretations. If you've seen my other Mega Project videos, you've definitely heard me talk about greebling before. You might be more familiar with the technique in terms of Lego, using seemingly random pieces to decorate a given face, and these tiny details add up to help emphasize the crazy scale that we're working at. For now, I'm keeping the texturing and detailing symmetrical, purely for efficiency with mirroring, but most depictions of Star Destroyers have slightly asymmetrical greebles and panels, so I'll do those changes at the end. I took a few creative liberties here, combining the most interesting details from a couple references to make something that feels familiar and faithful, while, still being my own thing. For the windows, I went with ochre frog lights to contrast against the ion blue we'll have for the engines. I used polished tuff to make the bridge window a clear centerpiece, and then began designing its interior, referencing a model by KL Studio. It felt a bit cramped inside because the